Imtiaz Issam Abu Ida and her 6 children had already fled the war in Gaza 4 times when leaflets began falling recently, warning residents to evacuate Rafah, which was considered the last safe city. Since then, Abu Ida and hundreds of thousands of other people, mostly already displaced multiple times, have fled deeper into Gaza as the war near the Egyptian border intensifies, and humanitarian aid remains stuck in trucks on the other side.
Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. How many times do we have to flee to be homeless again? We barely can find water here. My son has to go far to collect it. What about the children? We barely have drinkable water.
In this desert encampment near the war-torn city of Khan Yunis, families say there are virtually no basic supplies like medicine, food, water, or enough materials to build shelters. Even more devastating, say displaced families, is the feeling that they have been abandoned by the world as peace talks continue amid increased violence.
The most difficult thing for us in this war is international silence and disappointment. It affects us psychologically. I did not expect that one day in the 21st century, the era of progress, freedom, democracy, and humanity, a Palestinian would be killed for no reason.
The war began in October when Hamas militants stormed the border into civilian areas in Israel, killing 1,200 people and taking about 250 hostages in the worst attack on Israel since its independence. Since then, the Gaza Health Ministry says more than 35,000 people have been killed in Gaza, and most of the 2 million plus population has been displaced. The World Food Program said on Wednesday it will run out of food and fuel stocks in Gaza in a matter of days. Last week, the organization said famine is already full-blown in northern Gaza, with the rest of the Strip at risk. Aid groups say the Gaza healthcare system collapsed months ago. And like other parents, Abu Ida, who has already lost more than 150 members of her large extended family, says she has no way to get out of Gaza, so her only choice now is to try to survive the battles.
A ceasefire is my biggest dream. End this damnable war. How many times do we have to die while breathing? We just want safety and peace.
Abu Ida says she has heard some humanitarian aid has entered Gaza in recent days, but she has barely seen any of it. Some of her dead relatives have been found and buried, she adds, but most remain lost in the rubble. For Nadal Hamdouna, Amjan Tantesh, and Inas Tantesh outside Khan Yunis, Gaza, Heather Murdoch, VOA News.